Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In this video, I'm going to talk how to calculate blood pressure using Poiseuille's law and how to calculate mathematically blood pressure. So first, blood pressure is the force of blood against the inner walls of the arteries, heart pumping blood, the force generating by beating, so called blood pressure. So the blood pressure P, first look at this circuit. In this circuit, we have here a voltage V, I is the current, R resistance. According to Ohm's law, the V voltage, according to Ohm's voltage equals to V equal to I, the current, times the resistance, R. Now, heart pumping blood. The blood pressure, V, blood pressure, see, blood pressure, pumping blood, equals blood flow, cardiac output, current, times resistance. So we can say the blood pressure equal cardiac output, blood flow, times resistance. If resistance increased, blood pressure increased. Resistance decreased, blood pressure decreased. Okay, now the cardiac output equal to stroke volume, which is mean end diastolic volume minus end systolic volume, times heart rate. So cardiac output can be represented by stroke volume times heart rate. Blood pressure, normal range, is 120 over 80. 120 systolic, the normal, over 80 diastolic. 120 millimeters of mercury and diastolic 80. Now, the blood pressure equal cardiac output blood flow times resistance, which is cardiac output, times resistance. As we said, voltage, current times resistance. So blood pressure is, we have blood flow times resistance. If we divide by R, So then if we divide by R, this will be P over R, equal divide by R equal to F. So blood flow equal to P, blood pressure, over R. Now, if blood pressure increased, blood flow increased. Decreased, flow decreased. Resistance increased, blood flow decreased, because we have P over R. So if R increased resistance because of, for example, if some fat, so because of high LDL or another reason, so the blood flow, if this increase, will be blood flow decreased. Okay, so now Poiseuille's equation, R resistance equal 8 times blood viscosity times L the length of the blood vessel, over pi R4. So this is the resistance. Now, if we substitute R here, so then what we have P over 8 eta L over what? Pi R4. This will be the blood flow. That is mean this equal P times what times? P R4 over 8 eta L. That can be written as multiplication pi R4. P R radius and P the blood pressure over 8 eta L. So this is what will be the blood flow. So the blood flow equal to this equation now. This is the equation. Assume now in the blood vessels artery, there is blockage, and the blockage is, for example, 10% plaque here, because there is some reason disease, and the plaque here we have 10%. Yeah, I mean the radius reduced 10%. What about the blood pressure? So from this equation, for the healthy, we have pi R4, P, the blood pressure, the normal 120 over 8 8R to keep the same flow. So now what we have? Pi R4, but R, what we are now? 10% back we have. So that is mean left 90%, because 10% will say back, so left 90%. This will be here 90%, 90%. 90% and see 90% R, 90% we have R, okay, all power 4, this one power 4, times P, what the blood pressure now if we have 10% plaque. So blood pressure we have after the disease, let us say disease now, over 8 L. So mathematically, now this can be, see, cancel 8 with 8, multiply by 8, and 8 with 8, L with L, pi with pi, okay, and divide by pi. So also, only write it first. Let's write it. Also, we can cancel R with R, really, R4. But let's just simplify this one. So what I have now, 120 R4 equal to 0.9 to the power 4 I have here. And this is R power 4 times P, the pressure after 10%. The radius decreased. Okay, now the R4 divided by R4 with I4 cancelled. Then what you have? We have 120 equal 0.9. 9 or 9 is the same. Mathematically, this one is the same of 19. Power 4 PD. So now the blood pressure to keep the same flow that equal to 120 divided by 0.9 to the power 4, to the power 4, to the power 4. So equal to, by using the calculator, so I have here now point, where you have 120 divided by 0.9 power 4, equal to 182.8989 and so on. That is mean you can say the blood pressure is 183 millimeters of mercury. This one will be 80. That is mean if 10% plaque, we have 10% cholesterol, okay, or for any reason, because of fat or any reason, if 10% blockage here, the arteries, that is mean the blood pressure comes 183. Now the question is, if not 10%, if 50%, we have the plaque is 50%. What about the blood pressure? If 50%, that is mean, return back to the formula. If we have the flow is pi R4 blood pressure over 8 times L. Now, pi, we have R comes 50%. So 50%, now, see, here we replace 90% because they have 90%. So now we have 50% plaque and 50% is not plaque. So now we have pi R4 times, we have here 120, the blood pressure is 120 over what? 8 L equal to pi, here we have 50% power 4, and we have the B, the pressure after the plaque 50% over 8 times L. Again, we can simplify this one, multiply by both sides and eta, and also that we cancelled. Now divided by pi both sides. So then what we have the P, the blood pressure, P, okay, equal what? See, also we have R4, and this one can be written as 0.550 to the power 4 R4. So also here, I can cancel this R4 with R4. So that is mean we have now 120 divided by 0.5 for 50% power 4 equal to. See, if 50% now, the vessel decreased because of the blockage we have. So if we divide now 120 divided by 0.5 to power 4 equal to, the blood pressure is 1920. millimeters of mercury. See, if we return back, look at it, if we return back here to this equation, see, to this one, equation, this equation, if we return back to this equation, okay, this equation. What about the resistance here? See, the resistance, if I put R is equal to this one pi. R, if I put it 50%, and 50% is half. Okay, half 50%. And we have here R to the power 4. Okay, to the power 4. Okay, 50% and R to the power 4. Now, if 50% is comes, 50% is the blockage. And here you have power 4. And the numerator is 8 eta L. So what about the resistance? Equal what? So I have 8 eta L over pi. This will be her R4 over 16, because this 1 over 2 power 4, 1 over 2 power 4 is equal to 1 over 16, because 2 multiplied by it's 4 times. So equal to, now we have 8 eta L over pi R 4 times 16. يعني this one represent the resistance now. So equal what? That means 16 times the resistance increase 16 times. So the blood pressure increased 16 times. We don't see the blood pressure, the normal 120. It increased 16 times, increase 16 times. See, increase 16 times. So if we multiply now, 120 times 16 equal what is the same? What we have? 1,920 will be the blood pressure. After 50%, the vessel's radius decreased. Thanks for watching this video.